Okay, so the prompt for this week is, as this week's reading and lectures focused on the various approaches to studying leadership, please discuss with your group which perspective or approach made the most sense to you. And considering the approaches and theories, present about your own beliefs about leadership and how leaders can motivate followers to achieve goals. Okay, so for my personal approach, I chose the functional approach because it focuses on the communicative behavior of leadership. And I personally think that communication as a leader is like the number one thing to be a successful leader. And so as for like personal experience as an example, when I used to work at Starbucks, I came in the afternoon. And so the morning shift was supposed to like close up the morning and basically tell like the afternoon people what to do. But this lead had no idea what was going on. So we all came in the afternoon not knowing where were we supposed to start, where were we supposed to go. So we all kind of just started doing our own thing. And he didn't communicate like anything. And so we're all like going all over the place. Everyone's stepping all over each other. And then it's causing stress to all the other baristas because they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So communication is like key as a leader. Because if you communicate to your anyone else in your group or anyone else you're working with, you can all work as a team and be successful. So that's why I think like the communicative behavior is like the most like successful approach, which is the functional approach. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, wait, I could hear a little echo. Is that because of me, or is that someone else that I hear this echo?
We don't hear the echo. I think it's just.
Oh, okay, then I'll just fight through it. So basically, I'm just trying to think about, because I don't have the text or anything in front of me. But basically, from reading about the paternalistic approach that we had to do for our homework and for our reading and discussion posts and things like that.
Yeah.
I really thought that was I really connected with that because personally, like I would appreciate if you know, my boss or manager tried to know me not just in work and outside of work and really got to know who I was as a person and like if I was the boss or if I was a manager of someone, I would probably want to do the same approach where it's not just all business because it's kind of like we're all a team and we're all a family kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that goes a long way and it starts building trust within like an organization. So to me, I thought like this paternalistic approach is kind of like, you know, how I would want to run my business, you know, because I would want my employees to feel appreciated and feel like, you know, they're not just employees to me and they're not just my grunt workers, but they're more than that. Because kind of like what we said last week, it's like, you know, everyone's a part of the team. Everyone makes this happen. It's not just like the person on the top. It's everyone. So getting to know all the employees and knowing them on a personal level and knowing when they have problems in their families and things like that and being able to be there for them for good and bad times. I think that's really important. So I guess that's my
Awesome. That was good.
Yeah. Great. All right. Well, I wrote mine again.
Okay.
Just like but here we go. So I found transformational leadership to be the most resonating for me because of the central focus is being creative, interactive, visionary, and empowering, as well as passionate. Mm-hmm. In the creative approach, we find that there are 4 steps to the creative process, with them being preparation, time for incubation, then illumination, and lastly, verification. The interactive aspect is very important as it gives the opportunity for the leader to be engaging and inclusive with their team while allowing for observation on what's working well or if there are any areas for improvement. The visionary aspect is something I've always found to be crucial for a successful leader. It takes excellent communication skills in order to create a vision, a common goal, and a shared focus in order to help navigate the growth process in a cohesive direction. As it mentioned in the textbook, an effective vision is where you're merging the present and the future, establishing a clear path on how today can and will affect the future. When you create a vision, it can help to create a deeper meaning and purpose for people, and in turn can cause them to feel more committed and excited about what they're a part of. In an effective leadership approach, you can find that people who feel empowered and confident in their ability with working toward a common goal. When you are in the presence of someone who's empowered, like in an empowered state, you can practically see and feel one's field of energy and determination resonating along with you. Lastly, a leader that displays passion and enthusiasm in their work inspires others to do the same. It's something I've seen personally and really strongly, that when an organization, company, or group has a leader who is passionate and enthusiastic, in turn creates a healthy environment. That's on all levels.
Okay. That's pretty good. Sure. You like put so much thought behind this, and I'm just kind of like flying by the seat of my pants here. But no, I think traditionally I'm so used to being like in a functional type of situation, functional approach to leadership, just mostly because of like the jobs that I've had and that nature. And I'm the type of person that when it comes to working with a group of people, I want to see like the best in all of them, but I also want to give them roles so that way they kind of like stay focused on what it is that they're trying to do. The most important thing about being a leader in this type of role is to definitely try to not have too much of an ego whenever it comes to it, but just also making sure that you understand that you guys have a task at hand that you need to get done in general. So whenever you find people's certain traits and abilities that they're capable of doing, you shine on those and you like, bring those out of them and support them in that sense. So that way they can be more functional, but at the same time, you still kind of like understand what it is that you have to do as a leader in itself. I'm impatient, so I can't just like sit and be like, okay, so what are we gonna do today, guys? I just have to like be like, okay, this is how we have to get it done, but also while being, respectful for the most part. So that's definitely the role that I would take, if anything.
Yeah, that's me too. I'm really like impatient. I just like want to get everything done, and I just like want the checklist of like, hey, this. I don't want to be like waiting till last minute to get everything done. But
right,
yeah,
sometimes it happens, but you just kind of like have to like remember, okay, maybe this wasn't the best idea to give them this role, but what can we do to make them actually work better? So hard to say you want it to go this way without adding like different leadership types like that everyone had while we discussed this. Because granted, we want to be leaders, we also don't want to like necessarily crush someone's feelings in a sense of like, man, you really suck at this, but you don't want to tell them that. So you're just trying to like guide them in a sense of getting things done in a positive manner. And it's so hard to do that.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
Have like any comments or anything you guys would like to add about anyone?
I mean, I just think, I guess like we all kind of agree on like the same thing, that leaders should have a certain amount of respect for and not be so egotistical and
Yeah.
it's like their way or the highway kind of a thing. It's like include everybody, know that everybody has their own part, and kind of just respect at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Get your work done, but do it in a manner that's shows that everybody is part of the team, kind of a thing.
Right.
Yeah, when a leader's like willing to like listen to you, it like makes everything. It makes like the group flow a lot more easier when the leader's like, oh, I'll take like comments and questions from anyone else, and they're willing to like listen to everyone and not just themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When it's the other way, it's like it causes tension. Like you can literally feel it amongst a group. Like if they don't have a good relationship with their leadership, it's like walking on eggshells around them, like, not wanting to talk to them or get advice.
Right.
Yeah, that's very true.
And then too, I think if you're not in a leadership role, it's kind of like your responsibility to actually come to the leader in a sense and have like a finished product, or like if you have an idea or something, have something to back it up with it. Come prepared. Like, if you have an idea that you want to throw out there with a company or multi-million-dollar company that you're working for, have a presentation ready. Like, don't just come and be like, hey, so I have this idea, and this, you don't have anything physical to give them or anything to display. In that sense, it's smart to come prepared.
Yeah, like be ready.
Yeah. Because it's just like, why are you wasting their time if they built this company from the ground up? Why should they listen to anything that you have to do And the first question that I've learned when dealing with just like bosses in general, that's what they ask you. So what do you have for me that I can look at that's solid? A business plan? You know, how is this going to raise the revenue of our, you know, our company in a sense? So it's always good, as even if you're not in a leadership role, and if you're not, I hate to say following, but if you're part of like the group, to have like something prepared in that sense. So that way you're be taken seriously. Sorry, my dog's over here choking. But
Yeah, I guess you gotta earn it, you know. But
oh, that's our 10-minute timer, so we got 2 more minutes left. How do I stop this thing? Shut up. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Jordan.
no. So I guess it's just, you know, a manager and a boss, they should show the respect and they should want to listen. But at the end of the day, it's also, you know, you have to earn to have the say and present these ideas in a way that makes sense and is legitimate, not just think that, you know.
You're just like, whatever. Hey, I'm going to waste your time in 2017. No, have a solid idea to make me money. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Yeah, like having visuals, like when you're like presenting to a leader is like key, because if you don't have anything, then it's just like, what is your point here? And like,
Right.
like there's a saying, like you eat with your eyes. And so if you like want something to be successful, you have to give someone to look at, not just something to say.
Right. I agree. Definitely. Let's see.
Is Jordan still on? I just saw that.
I think he is. Jordan?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think that's 12 minutes. So I think we had a pretty good discussion. We had a good flow.
Yeah, I think we're good. My phone says it's overheating right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, do you have an Android?
I have it. I have a Droid. It's plugged into the car charger and all this, and my headphones now. So I guess
Just get it. Just get an iPhone, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love I love the Samsung though.
See, it's about to explode. We can't have this happening, Jordan. We don't. We don't want that to happen, bro.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think that.
All right, I'll turn in the linking it right after this, and then you guys were able to see it like right when I turned it in, right? 'Cause it
Yeah.
should say
We
like
did.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, yay! It was good talking to you guys.
All right. You
All right.
guys
Awesome.
have a great week, guys.
I'll talk to you guys in a couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you guys next
All
week.
right.
See you. Bye.
Yeah.